Welcome to Country Kickback, where you'll hear the latest music from performers you already know and discover new music and artists from around the world. If you have an artist you'd like us to chat with, reach out to the team at countrykickback.com, or you can watch our live videos and more by following us on social media and YouTube. Here is your host, Danni Shaw, with the latest from Country Kickback.
Hello, back again. I know I'm throwing shows at you everywhere we go. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I've got lots of messages from people over the last few days. So thank you. It's really great to hear about what you're doing and who you want on the show. And I do reach out to people when you always request them, and sometimes it does take us a little bit, but we try and do the show to line up with a single or a release or something so that you guys are getting new music as we do it as well. So there are quite a few in the works. So hang in there. If there's people that you want to hear, let me know, and I'll do my best to get them on the show for you. Don't forget to let me know who you're listening to and what you've been enjoying. But thank you, though. I've had a lot of messages from people saying that they're sharing the page and sharing our lives, which is great. So thank you so much for those of you that are. It does make a big difference. We do gets us out to a lot more people. So thank you very much. We have got Briannah waiting very quietly in this green room, so we might bring her in to have a chat. Hello.
Hello. How are you going?
Good. I love your background. You've got such a good thing there. This is not your first live stream, is it?
No, but I'm a bit OCD, so I like everything perfect.
Well, it is. It looks great.
Thank you so much.
This is your first time probably being on Country Kickback. It's very exciting. We haven't had you on before.
No, I haven't been here. Thank you for having me.
No, anytime. I have seen you. We've seen you out live, and I think we've probably filmed you. It's a bit weird, but we probably have filmed you at times and had live streams. So it's great to actually be able to talk to you. I wanted to go back and sort of hear about your music journey, because you've just released your debut single as a single artist, but you have been around music for a long time, and you've obviously how have you grown up in the industry, and tell us about your story.
Yeah, so I started at 15, 16. I played the bass guitar and I sung in a duo with my sister called Oh Harlow. And I started singing as a form of therapy. I have reduced lung function, and it was a great way of keeping my lungs as clear as possible, because you also learn proper breathing techniques and things like that as well with singing. So I started doing that, and then my sister and I started just performing at, pubs and things around, and it kind of then rolled on to festivals, and we started touring and releasing music. So that's kind of how it happened. My family is not musical at all. They're just as shocked as we are. But they're super supportive, and to be able to do music at 15, 16, you've got to have supportive parents. So that's how we started out. Then COVID hit, and the touring stopped, and the income stopped.
Right when Oh Harlow was releasing music and things, wasn't it? Just at that start of it was right when you were
definitely. I mean, we were the Danni sisters before we were Oh Harlow, so we did change names, and we won a QMA a couple weeks before COVID hit, and we went into lockdown. So that was rough. That was really rough. But I really miss performing live. So and I've always wanted to release my own solo music. So COVID created that time. There's a little bit of a silver lining, if you want to call it, in COVID for me.
That's fantastic. So are you guys still trying to do your music as well as a duet, as well as your single, as your solo careers, or are you just focusing on the solo career at the moment?
We're both kind of focusing on our own stuff at the moment. We're sisters, so you can't. We'll come back to it. And she's also moved at the moment too. So it's a little bit hard with the distance, but we'll be back together. We're sisters, so but we're both focusing on our own stuff at the moment, which is super exciting.
It is, and it's so good to be able to do your own thing and also still come together as well. It's fantastic. So tell me a little bit about you're deciding to release your first debut single now. Is there a reason that you've decided for now? Have you been sitting on it for a little while, or is this something that you've just jumped into? Have you written it recently?
I wrote it a while ago actually, and I planned to release it last year. But every venue that we booked, some of the staff got COVID. It was honestly
Yes.
ridiculous. I stopped posting it until like close to, and then I'm like, yep, there we go, it's cancelled.
Yeah.
um,
Time.
yeah, I ended up then just waiting until this year because of all the cancellations. It was really disheartening, to be honest. But yeah, wrote it early last year, I think.
Okay.
With Nolan and Jade Gibson. And
Yes.
yeah, then we came back to it a few months later, and I workshopped it and changed bits and things everywhere, and fell in love with it again. And I started playing it live on Twitch, and people said you have to record that, and I was like, okay, I think I might do that. You have enough people go out and say, oh, they really like that song, so
Yeah.
it's pretty special to get that feedback.
Exactly. It's so great to have that feedback on the different songs, so it gives you an idea of which one to release at what time as well, which is helpful. And it is a great song. It's a really upbeat, fun song. Did you write it quickly, the three of you? Was it a quick write, or was it one that you had to do a few sit downs to get it right?
There was kind of a few sit downs. I definitely went away on my own and changed melodies for the bridge and everything. And even in the studio, it changed so much. But
Okay.
yeah, we came back and wrote a bridge. So it definitely, when you hear the initial recording now, you're like, wow, it's so different.
I love that. I love
yeah.
seeing what it started out like and how it the final release. It's always such a great feeling and a great different surprise.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
So what are your plans for this year? Have you got more music coming out for us? Have you
I
got
definitely do. I have some more singles at the moment. I've been doing a bit of writing, and I love writing with other people, especially starting a song and then co-writing and getting someone else's flavor on it and fresh ears. It makes it so much fun.
Yes.
Because we don't get to play that often live, and even just shows and festivals. So it's really cool to be able to collaborate with other artists at the moment, especially. You need that at the moment too.
The social side, and but you're Brisbane based, and there's a lot of musicians around where you are, so it'd be a great spot to have that opportunity and get out meeting people.
Definitely.
Slowly gigs are coming back.
Knock on wood.
Hopefully you don't have to keep typing that cancellation message.
It's not just me though, so every time I go, dang, this sucks, I look around and everybody's in the same boat.
Everybody's doing it. And that's probably the one thing that helps us get through. You're not alone. It's all happening, and we're all going through the same things together. But you were doing before, you were saying you were doing the lives through Twitch. Is that something that you would have done if COVID hadn't happened, or is it something that's just come because of it?
I don't think so. I randomly stumbled upon it actually. A friend of mine, the Lyrical, he was performing on there, and I didn't realize that it wasn't just gaming and other things. It's a live streaming platform, kind of like YouTube, how you have anything and everything on YouTube. And it enabled me to earn a living through COVID with music. It's been incredible, but also expand my fan base to around the world, because it's not just where you're performing, it's everywhere.
It's actually really special for that reason, isn't it? Being able to do that.
Yeah, definitely. And I've had some incredible opportunities through there, and people have literally paid my rent through COVID. So I'm so grateful, because I moved to Brisbane during COVID, and it's been rough. But these things happen. And but also just super wholesome, because I during that time started playing my own music, obviously, and even learning the guitar with them. And I have people on stream who are learning the guitar and play along to my songs. So it's pretty freaking special.
That is really special. It's something that, will you keep doing it even when you get back out to sort of full gigs? It's not something you're going to give up.
No, I couldn't. At the moment, I'm pulling back to once a week shows.
Yes.
Because the release and everything, and writing, but I couldn't.
No.
But yeah, I'll stick with it. It's I couldn't give it up.
Good. It's something. It's awesome as we've found these different platforms. I think, as you said, the silver linings. There are a few silver linings to COVID, and I know that's what we tried to do with Country Kickback. We had to put on some online festivals because nobody was getting their music out, and then all these different things have come along, and I think it's going to have a great impact on us in the fact that it brings more fans in different areas, and I think it generates more radio play. It falls from that point too, which is great, as well. Now I know you're going to play a song for us. Are you? I'm sorry, my cat just tried to jump at me. Then I hope you didn't hear all that.
I can hear some little meows. It's very adorable.
He's being bag. That's my devil. He's a little boy, but he's very loud. I was hoping that you would do a song for us if you're still comfortable.
I definitely can.
Well, I might give you the room while you do the song, and I'll come back in when you're finished.
I might play my new single. How does that sound?
Well, I'll give you the room. I'll be back in when
I
you
can do my new single, or I can sneak peek another song. I don't mind.
Whatever you like to do.
Okay.
You can choose. I'll come back in shortly.
Cheers. Okay, I'm gonna play my new single. You'll hear me sound really huge now. If I had to guess, I bet you're sitting there sipping on something red and someone else. If I had to guess, you're not giving me a second thought. You're moving on just like I have. But I haven't thought of those nights in a long time. I can't remember when I saw you last. Oh, it's not something I've been thinking about. No, I couldn't tell you how long since the last kiss. Then maybe 6 weeks, 5 days, 4 hours. If I had to guess, if I had to guess, if I thought real hard, I could probably recall the way it stopped my heart. Simple enough, without looking in your eyes, where you drop your keys on top of mine, right there beside a picture of us. But I haven't thought of those nights in a long time. I can't remember when I saw you last. Oh, it's not something I've been thinking about. No, couldn't tell you how long since the last kiss. But maybe 6 weeks, 5 days, 4 hours. If I had to guess, if I had to guess, if I had to guess, if I had to
Wow.
That is my debut single, if I had to guess.
Lovely. It's a great pick for a debut single.
Thank you so much. I'm definitely a fun sort of vibe on stage, and I really wanted to match that with my first song.
Yes. Yeah. Did you have other songs in the mix that you were thinking about for your first? Or was this just one that just grabbed you straight away?
It was pretty clear, to be honest. Yeah. It was a clear winner for me. I'm pretty harsh with my songs, so I knew when this one was good to go.
Have you got plans for the next one? Have you picked the next single?
I have, but I can't say yet. I am like I'm an eager beaver, and I just want to tell the world when this song, when I recorded it last year, actually, it was pretty brutal going into the studio and not being like, everybody, I'm releasing a Country Kickback, because I was so excited. You know, you definitely pull your heart out for these songs, and in the writing and the production and everything. So even the artwork for the single. So
yeah, I was going to ask you about that. Did you have was that your input, or did you have somebody doing that with you
for my artwork?
Yeah.
The little girl actually took this photo. And it was not planned at all. We found these steps, and I was like, they're really cool. They're a fun color. I like that.
Yeah.
And that was just the winner shot. We went back and we're like, nah, we have to use that shot. That's just too good.
That's wonderful. It often happens like that, doesn't it? It's not planned. It just happens when it's meant to happen.
Yeah, I wanted something a little bit sassy, you know, bit of a boss, just pretty, you know. I definitely wanted to I thought about doing artwork for the single, but for my first song, I wanted to have my guitar and my face in there to solidify that.
Yeah, exactly. And people, especially because, you know, people realize that it's you coming from other backgrounds of other music as well. It gives you that definition and people recognizing you as well.
Kind of. I used to have green hair.
Yeah,
and it was really long. So I do look quite different.
A little bit different, yes. For those that don't, those that have already listened to some of your music, have they made comments of the transition? Have you had a lot of feedback on that?
I have actually. They just kind of say that, you know, you've got that similar flavor, but at the same time, you know, my sister and I, we would take turns singing all the time, and we had our sibling harmonies as well. So some people said it was really cool to actually really get to hear your voice.
Yes. Yeah.
Because, you know, obviously with production and everything, sometimes the things can get a bit swallowed. So they're like, actually, I can really hear your voice and your tone in this song. So that was really, really cool to hear. Yeah.
That's a very good point, actually, when you're doing that as well. So you were saying before that you originally got into music because you had a lung condition. Was that something that was recommended to you, or did you sort of already have an idea that you could sing? Was it something that
No.
you didn't know at all?
No. I cannot sing. It's not natural.
Wow.
I was born tracheoesophageal fistula with an esophageal atresia. So I was born with my throat connected to my lungs, and I've struggled with lung infections and reduced lung function my whole life. And it was a physiotherapist that said, "Oh, singing is really great. You should get into it. You know, even just in the shower every day, just sing." And it was definitely not natural. And I mean, we grew up in the car singing along to ABBA, but it was not what it sounds like now.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
If that hadn't happened, you may not have even realized and gone down this path.
Yeah, but I think music is healing in so many ways, and I think COVID has really shown us that too, how much we need music in our lives. It's very healing, and whether it's listening to a sad song and being able to relate to somebody, or just friggin' dancing and sweating your tushy off at a festival. you know, it's for everybody. So
it's got so many levels to it. I always think that it's such a it's a magical thing, music, and it brings people together that probably wouldn't have come together in any other form of life, and it's great. So it's not just for you guys on the stage; it's for those at the front. There's so many levels of it. It's great to see.
100%. And like I have a hearing impairment as well that I have to deal with on stage, and it's been amazing learning just learning your own body and ways to work around that, because
Yeah.
I think before I started singing myself, I thought, "Oh, I could never do that." And,
Wow.
because I don't really know too many musos who have either of those things, and,
Yes. Yep.
I thought, I have to actually acknowledge this when I play sometimes, because I would always look for that in somebody else. And I think it's pretty incredible seeing so many other artists come to light, whether they have, whether on the spectrum, whether they've, all sorts of disabilities and things like that. I think it's really important that artists speak out in a
Yes.
positive way and say these things, because, we're so good at pretending like everything is, a-okay, which it is, but
Yes.
I think it's really, really cool to see people talking about these things.
I agree. I very much agree. It's great to see, and it shows people that you can do it. You can do what you want to do. It's you got to work for it, but that's. I don't think anything comes that's great that you don't work for. So it's just gives people that ability. They know they can do it, and they can learn from others as well. It's great to see. And I hope it means that you're going to continue singing for the rest forever, because it's great hearing this sort of music come out of you. It's fantastic.
Definitely,
You're-
you're gonna get sick of me soon. No.
There's so much more to come. And you were saying before that being young and your parents were so supportive of music and taking you to gigs, and not having that musical background would have been another thing for you guys to sort of hurdle. There was no knowing where to start. You had to start from the very beginning, and scratch and find the industry. Whereas a lot of other,
Definitely, we didn't start out, going, "Oh, we wanted to do this as a career." It was just, sibling harmonies, and we just love singing together. And I picked up the bass. She was already playing the guitar, and
oh, okay, yeah,
it just felt right. And we just started performing more, and then quickly, we got so much positive feedback. We were so grateful. We got so much support early on that
yeah,
really encouraged us. Like in the first 6 months of playing together, we performed at the Gympie Muster on the main stage in the talent search. And
yes,
that was an incredible experience
me
at
too.
such a young age, nonetheless. No
Yeah.
matter what age you are. But yeah, things like that just yeah, it was just incredible. So
Fit it in. And
very
that's
lucky to.
a huge thing in itself, because I know so many artists that haven't got to play main stage at Gympie, and they've been performing for years. So it's a big thing in itself just to get that one ticked off. You jumped
Definitely.
in
But
the deep
we started at the ASCM, the Australian Institute of Country Music in Gympie.
end.
And through there we started playing as a band as well, which was an
Okay.
amazing thing, because we got to learn to play with others.
Yes.
And then we met so many other musicians the same age that we're playing.
Yes.
And that really encouraged us as well, seeing other people do it our age. And
Yes.
play at those festivals too.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And build those friendships will be lifelong friendships too. It's that
Definitely, I live with some of them still.
oh dear. And no, it's a wonderful thing. So tell us where we can find you and your music. Where's the best place to keep an eye on your socials and what you're up to?
I am on all the things.
All of
Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter. I'm even on TikTok, which I'm yet to get on the bandwagon though. There's so many things.
yes. Takes
Yeah,
forever.
I'm on everywhere that you can think of, pretty much. YouTube as well. I'll be
Yes, I'll
releasing
pop
my
that in the comments.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I'll be releasing my video clip for my single soon, so stay
Wonderful.
tuned for that. But most importantly, I'm extremely looking forward to playing at the Gympie Music Muster. This year I'll be playing at the Crowbar with my full band. We've got drums, electric guitar, bass, everything.
Wow.
It's going to be so much fun. Gympie 2022 Music Muster. Hey, you're on it. Thank you, Lisa. She knows what's up. I know so many people are so excited to have some fun. Let loose.
For Gympie especially, because it's just been coming and coming. Now it's finally here, and it's going to go ahead. It's so good. I love Gympie.
Yes, hopefully. We were supposed to play last year, and I was
Yes.
so gutted.
Yes.
It's one of those things that I look forward to every year, and I thought, oh my goodness, we're finally back. But even just getting the opportunity to play was incredible. As a debut artist, and I hadn't even released my single at that stage. So yeah, just super, super grateful for that. And I can't wait to rock it out. It's going to be so much fun.
It's going to be awesome.
6 years in a row, actually.
Really?
Might I add? Yeah,
Wow.
I'm no fake fan. I love it. I love it so much.
It's rare to see an artist get 6 years in a row too. So that is great. Do you camp? Do you go for the whole time?
Yes, the whole time we camp. Well, we glamp. We have a caravan. We tried camping the first year or so, and with the cold, trying to sing, and it was really, really difficult. So when actually we have to, do this properly. But yeah, we're there for a full week. It is so much fun. All our friends and family go, and so good.
I love Gympie. Gympie is so much fun. But even when the stage is all finished, just going out and all the campsites and the tents where everyone's playing more music and singing, that's just as special as the whole thing, because you get to meet people and it's so much fun. It's a festival it's a very special festival, Gympie.
I just love that there's so many different stages. So, you can walk past one and go, oh yeah, that's cool, I'll come back to that. And then you go, actually, I've never even heard of that artist. That is so freaking cool. And you sit down and watch them, and before I know it, I'm following them on everywhere.
Yes.
It's amazing. And even just the community, like, made so many friends at the muster, even just at the bar, just going, how you going? G'day, what's your name? Everyone's so friendly, and it's amazing.
Yes.
You just, sit around the campfire, and there's people you have never met before, and you just have a few drinks together and jam, and it's so good. It's so good.
It's so much fun. I haven't been for a while. It's definitely, I'm going to get back. I miss it. It's very special. We have a few of those very special, different types of festivals around the country, and Gympie is. I love Gympie because you've got your poets, you've got your bluegrass, you've got so many different areas, and everybody is just so supportive and fun. And when you're starving hungry and you're so exhausted, those chicken chips that you used to always get on the way out because there was nothing else, they were the best.
You remember it though.
Yeah. You don't forget.
Definitely, and you got to warm up because it's so cold. So you get up and dance.
Yes, exactly right. That's right. It's cold. It's worth every bit of it though.
100%.
So before we go, we can find you on Facebook. Is it just Briannah Grace, or is it Briannah Grace Music?
Just Briannah Grace. I think Facebook is Briannah Grace Music because someone took the name before me. Rude. How dare they?
They got it.
Briannah Grace.
Yeah, so keep an eye on all the socials and make sure you head up. I've already got in the comments your YouTube channel to subscribe to that will be where you release the film clip once it's ready to go.
Thank you. Yes.
So you'll be able to subscribe to that, and you'll get a notification when it's posted for you to enjoy. So thank you so much for braving and joining us tonight.
No, I've had so much fun. Thank you for having me.
Anytime, definitely. We'll have you back for your next single. I want to see what you do in Gympie, so you have to go live. You have to do some filming.
Ooh, that could be so much fun. I like that idea.
Yes. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back on Wednesday night. We've got Billy Joe Porter joining us at 6:30, so make sure you keep an eye out on the page to subscribe to the link and watch all the different advertising that's going on. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's been so much fun. We will see you all anytime. We'll see you all on Wednesday. See you later.
Thank you for listening. We hope you've enjoyed today's program. See you next time with the latest with Country Kickback.